You know, it's rare that I find myself at a loss for words, but this is one of those times. This is easily one of the most awesome things I've ever seen out here in the desert. Morning, everybody. Today we are starting our hike at the top of Skull Mesa. Might look familiar to you if you saw my previous video on it. Now, we started our hike now. I started my hike 3 hours, well, 2.5 hours and 6 miles ago. So if I look a little sweaty, that would be the reason. But the reason we're back here today, a little muddy, is there were some ruins that we couldn't find last time, and it's been bugging me. And it's starting to get warm out here in the desert, and this hike is full sun the whole way. So I'm thinking this might be our last chance to find those ruins, and we're going to try to do that today. Plus, you know, great views. There's a lot of flowers blooming right now. But that sounds like something you might be interested in. Stick around, it's going to be pretty cool. And if you have a good time today, consider subscribing to my channel. All right then, let's go. So this is where it gets interesting. I mean, the whole hike is beautiful, and the views at Skull Mesa are just some of the best around. But once you start heading for the ruins, you're gonna have to try to do a little bit of trail finding. So it looks like this so far. There's a ridge that heads, I believe, over in this direction. So we're gonna go up there and get on top of that ridge and see what it looks like. But I know it's another couple of miles or so, so it's going to be a long day. Sorry, that's the biggest cow patty I've ever seen. Sometimes you just gotta record these things for posterity. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, we're going to head up here and see what we can see from the ridge. Look at that. This outcropping here. I think that's where we're headed. So we're going the right way. That's some more scat. Seeing a lot of that around here. And I'm also very glad, well, for several reasons, that the sun isn't out really much today. First, because it gets very hot. This is, like I said, this is a full sun hike the whole time. But also for the rattlesnakes. It's right around that time of year where the rattlesnakes are going to start coming out. And this is all grassland. I mean, you can see as far as you can, it's just all grass. Wow, look at this guy. Seen a lot of really nice rocks on the way up. This is like big chunk. This is a real deal. Look at that, how clear that is. Wow. But this is already going to be like a 15 or 16 mile hike, so I can't bring any more weight with me at this point. Oh, but I really wanted to. Keep seeing all these cow patties and these giant hoof print imprints in the mud. See, for example, I haven't seen cows yet. They got to be up here. I mean, everything looks pretty fresh. There's another hoof imprint. There's another one. So big animal. You know, cows, you know, everybody says, oh, cows are so pretty and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, when you're out here in the middle of nowhere and you come across a cow and there's no gates and there's no fences and you're just kind of looking at each other, that's when you really realize, like, that's an over 1,000-pound animal in a lot of cases. But anyway, yeah, it always gives you a good perspective when you're nose to nose with something. And there's where we're headed. Somewhere over there. Looks like I should probably try to work my way up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll head down this way and come up here. Oh, looks like it's getting a little cloudy. Gosh, I hope it doesn't rain. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't look like it would be a long storm, but there's really no shelter up here, and it's a little chilly already. And I didn't bring my poncho because why would I? That would make way too much sense. But we're getting closer to the place, to the ruins. I think there may be a slightly easier way to get up here. Hey, bird. And we might head back that way. But I mean, that's how it always is. There's always a slightly easier way, and I always seem to find the slightly more difficult way. I don't know. Kind of makes it a little more fun. A little more exciting. Cool. Look at these yucca. You can see where the flowers were. I was kind of hoping they would be flowering this time. Because last time, when I talked about yuccas, one of my viewers told me about a recipe using the petals in scrambled eggs. I was really looking forward to maybe getting one or two of those, because she said that it only takes like one or two. But getting one or two of those and trying that out. Maybe next time. Guys, look at this view. Looking down there, I think we came from somewhere over there, but looks like there's at least a little bit of a trail now, which is nice. Makes going a little bit quicker. Oh, look at this. Those are pretty nice flowers. So we gotta make our way out to the edge down here. So we gotta go maybe do a little climbing down this rock field. Alrighty, we made it down the rock flow and heading out, still heading that way. Looks like the rest is just gonna be trails up and down, I hope. We'll see. Whew, well, I was thinking of stopping here. It looks like it might get a little steep right here, but we're so close. We just got to go for it. We'll find a way down, and oh, look at that, pretty cool. There's the rock flow in here, and the car is back there somewhere, very, very far away. But yeah, let's go for it. And maybe when we get down to that mesa area, we'll stop and have a bite to eat. Okay, well, we made it down. It's gonna suck to go back up that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And it is still pretty early, and we're almost at the end. So get to the end, eat some lunch, and we can probably start making our way back. But here's that mesa that we saw from up top. Wow, you're not going to believe this. And I don't know if you can see on the top of the peak there. Those are walls. These are walls standing there. That is so amazing. Even from this distance. That must be the fort up there. Which makes sense. I mean, what a great spot. You can see people coming from any direction. Wow, I can't believe this. This must be the town, or the Pueblo they were talking about, the little, where the houses were and whatnot. And so that'd be the fort up top there. It looks like there's another structure coming up right here in the lower part. So we're gonna check that out real quick. And oh good, it's planes. I thought I heard thunder for a minute there, and that would have been very troubling. But wow, yeah, just look at that. There's just structures all over. I'm pretty sure those aren't ancient glasses, but whatever. This is amazing. Some pottery shards that somebody left out. You know, it's rare that I find myself at a loss for words, but this is one of those times. This is easily one of the most awesome things I've ever seen out here in the desert. This whole fortification. I mean, it's just structure after structure. You can see the walls. And look at this vantage point. You can see everything. Look down there, there's some white cows. On the other side, I saw some other cows running. You can hear them yelling. Down there on the plains, just as plain as day. Well, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break now. Just kind of sit and enjoy the silence. And probably eat some food. Yeah, here we are. The ruins at Skull Mesa. Alrighty, well, you know what time it is. PB&J, oddly not so smushed. Banana, rather smushed. And you get the sound of the cows down there lulling. Lulling? Let's go with mooing. Well, I spent some time up top here, and I think I'm going to start heading down. Here's the initial wall that we saw from down below. It doesn't look like there's a way down, but I know there is because I came up this way. Oh, look at that. Oh, here's some more pottery shards. Wow. Well, we'll go down and we'll look around in the Pueblo remains a little bit. Oh man, and then we're going back. Cool, you can see the Pueblo here remains there, and there's some more right here in front of us. We'll go look at those. Looks like the trail goes this way. Looks like there's some more over on that side. I'll go check those out. So we made it down from the fort on the top, and I'm in the Pueblo remains. It's actually bigger than I thought. It spans both sides of the cliff face. It spans both sides of the mesa, rather. It looks like there was a pretty good number of dwellings here. And I know they were from the Hohokam people, circa 1500 years ago, something like that. But just keep our eyes out. You can see there's shards of things that may be pottery. There's some over there. There's one right here. Oh, there's actually a lot of it right there. It's amazing. The more I look, the more I see. There's just pottery shards all over. I don't know. There's just so much stuff. I'm not going to go into the main areas. I don't know. Just for me, it doesn't seem like it would be the right thing to do. But I don't know. These look... I don't know if these are just rocks or... But I'm not going to mess with them. There's a bunch more pottery shards. I guess people find them and lay them out. I don't know why. They're just kind of everywhere. It seems somewhat pointless. So now we're going to head back over to the other side and take a look over there at those initial structures that we found. There's some more remnants of things probably that have fallen down. But there's where we just were, all the way up at the top at the fort. Oh, look at this. Look at that color. Wow, that is gorgeous. Put that bad boy back. Here's one of the structures. Walk back over. Down this center path here, there's one here. It looks like there's one back there. Happy jojoba plant. Gorgeous, gorgeous rocks up here. Chalcedony, you see a lot of this vesicular, I'm gonna say maybe rhyolite, some sort of magma that cooled quickly with the air bubbles. Lots of nice flowers as well. But we're coming up on those initial structures that we found. Looks like they keep going up there. Huh, you can see little holes in the rocks that were most likely man-made. The whole area is lined with rocks. I assume it's some sort of defensive structure. It's kind of like the fort up at the top. Oh, here we go. Looks like there was something over here as well. Some pretty markings that are pretty obviously man-made. Well, I'm not going to lie, I was not prepared for that. You know, I saw online that there was a Pueblo and a fort, you know, and you always imagine just piles of just ruins, you know, remains. But this was, in this whole area, it was just breathtaking. I mean, that coupled with the view of the valley, it was just, yeah, what an experience. Now the fact that it was punctuated by cows mooing continuously, and I thought it was a person yelling. It was a goat. It was a goat screaming. They really do sound like people. But, well, we're going to start heading back now. going up that hill. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be terrible. I'm probably about 8 miles in, which means 8 miles back. Lots of climbing and stuff, but you know what? 100% worth it. Now, that being said, I'll probably never ever come back here. But yeah, if you got the means, if you can do it. God, just for the peacefulness of the whole place. Well, I just checked my GPS. Turns out I'm closer to 9 miles in. So yeah, you're gonna come out here, be prepared for that. All right, this is one of the bigger costs of admission. Of course, the initial ascent up Skull Mesa is nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, 6 miles, and that last, I don't know, mile or so, that's all up. But, oh man, come on, there's got to be an easier way. Oh, what's the saying? Nothing to it but to do it. That's what we're doing. Because we got no choice. Found a path along the side that skirts it so you don't have to go up and over. All right, lesson learned. Always scout it out a little bit more before you just go barreling down the middle. All right, very nice. So we're almost back to the mesa. Looks like it's just right up here over this ridge. And this time we're going to try to skirt the ridge line, see if we can get a more direct route back. Because at this point of the hike, it's really all about efficiency and really just trying to, you know, get from point A to point B as quick as possible. You know, it's kind of funny. A couple weeks back, I was hiking out in Crucifix Canyon, and I got to the base of where you climb up to go to Bakwano Cave. So I could see the ladder, I could see everything, but there were bighorn sheep in the mouth of the cave. And I just sat there for the longest time just watching the bighorn sheep, watching them watch me. And, you know, I really thought, like, I mean, this is it. How does it get better than this? I can just quit hiking. I feel like I won hiking. And the messed up thing is, I feel that way again today. And I also know that there's still so much more to see out there. And it really, I don't know. It's just really something I love to do. And I love to share it with everybody. I hope you guys can see that, can get that appreciation, because I really do appreciate you being here. Right, we made it back to Skull Mesa. I just checked the GPS and I'm at about 11 miles, so it'll be about a 17-mile day, which is just too much. Although, honestly, it was 100% worth it. What an amazing day it was today. I really hope you guys had as much fun as I did and got to experience all that awe. If you liked what you saw today and you had a good time, please consider subscribing to my channel. I got a lot more to come, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, happy hiking.